Which is insane to think about. It's a long time. And it's like super weird to think about because we really started, like no one really thought we would be around for like more than 2 months when we started. We made our first product for basically almost a year. Was a mousepad made of glass. That was $45. And trust me, people were like, insane. And then at the same time as we told them about this mousepad made of glass that was awesome and really cheap, we also told them that esports, competitive gaming, was going to be the biggest sport on the planet. So everyone was like, we got a lot of like, okay, faces. So 11 years later, we get slightly less like moments from people, but we still get them a lot. And of course, that makes sense. Our mission is to enhance the user experience to the point where you become better at communicating with your computer or your device or whatever your gaming thing is. What your gaming thing is has changed a lot over the years. When we started, no one was making gaming laptops. Now we make keyboards for gaming laptops as a supplier to MSI on all their gaming line. When we started, gaming audio were like these puny little crap things that you could buy that would be sitting on your ear and it would hurt like after 2 hours, and the quality was shitty. Now us and a ton of other companies do like really great gaming audio. So the world has changed a lot, and that's why people like give us less face palm moments now when we tell them what our vision for the future is. But we absolutely still get it. When we started, our first product was a mouse made of glass because it was dust repellent, so you didn't have to like clean the gunk out of your ball mouse all the time. Years later, we now have optical and then laser technology, and like the technology that we put into products today is like would have been sci-fi in 2001 when we started the company. When you ask, like back then, a mouse was defined by how comfortable it felt, not by how well it tracked, because there was only one way of tracking, and it was if it was working or not working. That was like yes. And today, you know, like you're talking about your writer, the Sensei mouse costs $89. It has a 32-bit ARM processor inside the mouse. That mouse can do as many calculations as my Pentium computer could do in 1994. That was a computer I did 3D renderings for television on back then. And that's insanity. That's super insane to think about. But it's also a sign about really behavior and how we see the world evolving. While we hadn't envisioned that mouse until we basically started working on it. I would say that we always knew when we started the company that we were going to go in this direction, and we always knew that what we would be doing would be a very technological approach to boosting user experience. If you look at golf clubs, I've never played golf in my entire life. If you look at golf clubs, you can buy a $2,000 golf club. I think you're insane if you buy a $2,000 golf club. Absolutely. And for me as a golf player, since I've never fucking done it, the difference between having like a thing that's probably $20 and $2,000, it has zero impact on my game. But I'm sure that the top 2% of golf players, it would have a significant impact on their game. And those are also like the type of people that we go after in terms of our products. If you are at the upper echelon of gaming in terms of how good you are in the pro circuit, then you're our audience. We want to help make you better. We have 2 criteria for when we are successful. None of them has to do with sales numbers. That's lucky because it's in marketing. The first one is the product has to be so comfortable that you forget that you're using it. If you're aware of the fact that you're using a mouse when you're using it, we have failed you on a total fundamental level. If you're aware of the fact that you're typing on your keyboard, if you're thinking about that ever, it means that we have kind of failed you. If you're aware of the fact that you're wearing a headset and your ears are sweaty and whatnot, like you're getting annoyed, hey, then the headset has failed you. We're only good if people forget that they're actually using our products. And then the second benchmark for us is when people win tournaments using our products. This year, 2011, Our pro teams around the world won $2 million using our products. Now that's a long way up to like the biggest sports on the planet, but 100 years ago people had won $0 in soccer.
I wanted to ask you a quick question on the naming of the mice.
Yeah.
Why Japanese names?
I have this super fetish about anything that's Asian. So the story is that the first mouse version was called Ikari. Ikari means anger. And we chose that name because when we started developing mice, we found out how much bullshit there is in the industry and how much shit the industry has been like force feeding to consumers. That DPI is actually important, but it's like total bullshit number that doesn't mean anything. But on most gaming mice, it's actually the bigger number on the box is bigger than even the fucking name of the product. I was like, oh wow, how many DPI does it have? And every time someone asks me that, I'm like, you don't know what you're asking about. But that's why we went with anger. There was an old Commodore 64 computer game called Ikari Warriors, and then like the rest of the names just became warriors. So Sensei and Sai we had before means talent. Like so, there was like a lot of like Japanese ninja names on that. I have all those as tattoos on my body also, which is like the stupid thing. We're a company of nerds, and that's how it is.
It's embracing it.